so I'm up here in Connecticut now. It's warmed up to 29 degrees, which is nice. We got more snow coming in tomorrow. They're saying 4 to 6 inches at the house, something like that, which kind of messes up my plans because, well, it changes the plans, because I was supposed to deliver that, what was that, a Ford Edge that I have at the house. The guy was paying storage on. Well, they're expected 5 to 10 inches of snow. So I don't think I'm going to be getting it up there tomorrow, unless I take it up on Saturday. It's going to have to wait till like the end of the following week. And I'll kind of see what he's feeling. I don't mind keeping it at the house. It's just about if he wants it or needs it sooner than that. And it's kind of it goes to the middle of nowhere, way western Maryland. Anyways, so I figured I would ask this question since it's 2024, and I'm gonna try and put out more videos. I do a lot of social media, but I really want to make that a business in itself, because I enjoy doing it. And then with that comes money, which becomes more freedom to make more content. I don't have to feel like I'm in this rat race every day. It gives me something to look forward to. Is taking a day off and editing videos, or taking a day off to go shoot other content, whether it be with, like, I have a friend who all his business is heavy haul, local heavy haul. I mean, he's got 2 or 3 trucks at this point. He's got low boys, he's got a beam trailer, he's got Landau. I'd like to be able to spend the day with him, especially when he picks up like some of these big like Grove cranes that are way oversized. I think it'd be awesome to spend the day with him and videotape that and make content for his social media so he has some stuff, but be able to like do a day in the life of a heavy haul driver. And he's a friend of mine, so it'd be nice to spend the day with him, you know what I mean? To learn his business and see if how all that goes. But I also want to know if you guys, and leave a comment down below. I want to know, do you guys want to know numbers? Do you guys want to know gross and fuel expenses for the week, and what certain things pay? That I can say what they pay. Some things I really can't say what they pay, because it's in the contract. But I will discuss whatever I can if you guys are interested. I don't want, and this is why I kind of stopped talking about numbers, is because people took it as bragging or boasting, when all I'm trying to do is spread information. There's weeks where I can make upwards of $8,000 to $10,000, and then there's some weeks where I'm in the hole a couple $1,000s. It's just the way this business works. But if you guys are interested, I will say numbers, but you guys have to give me feedback, because at the end of the day, I make these videos for you guys to watch. And if you think that's bragging or boasting, or something you don't think I should share, then I'm completely okay with that. But let me know in the comments down below. I'm 20 minutes away from delivering one of the beds. So I've got 4 stops today. I got 2 bed drops and 2 car pickups. They're all like, I got them all in a line to where it's about an hour and a half for 4 stops driving. So, load and unload time's going to be a little longer, but I'll be able to hit them in the line. Also, I forgot why I haven't recorded anything today. It's super stressful. So I hooked up to the trailer yesterday. I moved my truck away from the house, because starting this thing up in the morning, the mega cab wakes up our son. I don't know what it is about the mega cab, it always wakes him up. And I was leaving at 4 in the morning, so I moved away from the house. Everything was working. Moved it out in the driveway, I was taking pictures, I posted on Instagram, and then I moved it, and everything was working, all the lights were working, everything was great. Go out this morning, flip on the lights. I don't have any trailer lights. Get the check-in, pull the plug apart, everything looks okay. Pull the fuse is blown. Like, well, that's weird. How'd that happen? So I'm rummaging through. I don't have any fuses in my truck. My other keys are in the house, and my truck is locked, and I already locked the house, and I don't want to wake anybody up. So I was like, well, I'll drive to the gas station with the 4-way zone, which is right up the road, and get some fuses. Well, ended up doing that, and had a couple other issues with this one bed wanting to move on me, and I had to like kind of push it over because I was getting close to where the rump rail was. It's already more to that side because that's the side they loaded it from, and it's not like a real wide bed. It's probably 90. Yeah, that bed's probably 90 inches, maybe 86, 90 inches wide. So it's not the full width of the bed. So it was already loaded to one side and started to shift. But I was able to get it pushed over. I like parked beside a guardrail and then used the guardrail to like push my feet up against and use my back to push it over. And I delivered that car that I had the repo at like, I don't know, 5:30 this morning. So that was off the trailer. Now I'm gonna get these two beds off and then get these two cars picked up. Hopefully, I've been to each one of these places for drop-offs and they're awesome. They're always quick and get you taken care of. But the two pickups I have to do are one's at a dealer and one's at like a mom and pop auction. So fingers crossed all that goes smooth so I can get home this evening. Well, sure got some nice weather today. The lady's gonna be mad when she knows I took her car down the driveway. I gotta go work in this. Who was down here already? Huh. There's already tracks down here. That's interesting. Anyways. Maybe he's looking for the dogs this morning. Anyways, I gotta get out and work in this, but I'm real local. I'm about 30 minutes away. Get these cars delivered. But hi, Stetson. This is the new guy. We named him Stetson. He's just a baby. He's only 5. He's real skittish. I don't think he's ever been loved on. He's real strictly business. So you try to love on him at all. He's real skittish of it. All right, and then here's Old Timer. Yeah, this is Lakota. He's 20 some years old. 22, 23, I think. This is Theodore. He's 15. You got burrs in your tuffy. He is a lover. This is my wife's baby. So I gotta take him out. I'll take him out first. He's a little skittish. And then the rest just follow out. Come on. Good boy. Let him out first, and he just stands here and waits for his buddies. So he's a little... Walk him out to the field. Alright, here comes your buddy. Come on. Come on, you're good. Come here. Let me get this out of your tuffy. Let me get it. Come on. Let me get... Ow! These things are freaking nasty. These little burrs. And then here comes Old Timer bringing up the rear. All right. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Coda. Come on, buddy. Come on. Out to the field you go. Nope. Come on. Good boy. Come on, Coda. Come on. Come on. All right, see you later, guys. There he goes. Good, Old Timer. All right, have fun in the snow today. Got your warm blankie on. Well, road conditions are not the worst, not the best. It's real light, fluffy stuff like this mound right here just keeps blowing up from the hood. So hopefully, ABS is working. That's two-wheel drive takeoff. This is more of a main road. You can see where the salt was laid here. So we're pretty much all main roads. So it should just be a sloppy mess, which is, I would prefer a little more snow covered than the slushy, sloppy mess. Well, made it to the first stop. Just a little wet. I'm gonna hop up here and start this thing real quick and deliver right over here. I'll have to start thawing out a little bit before we start unstrapping. All right, last delivery. You can see it's probably 4, 5, 6 inches of snow. We are just plowing through it today. This thing backed off. I have no idea how I'm gonna get out of here. But I couldn't park on the street because plow's going by. There's no extra lane out there. So we'll just have to figure it out here. But let's get this hybrid off and get home, get warm. This thing doesn't want to start. Alright, can't see anything out of my mirrors. But the customer is going to stand back here. Let me know when the light turns red. I'm going to back into this gas station across the street so I can get out of here. But it is hard to see. Pretty much have to block the road here. Thank you. This thing out of 4-wheel drive. Pavement's just wet right here. All right, well, perfect. That was easy. That was nice of him to help me to see the light. Now let's get home and get out of this. Well, thankfully, that's over with. I made it home. I wanted to back into the yard, into here, but I couldn't. It's real slick on the driveway, so I just pulled in. We might still deliver that car tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely beautiful out here, that's for sure. It's really sliding over here. So I'm delivering a car in Western Maryland right now, and it's 4 degrees with 40-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm dealing with a brokered situation. Apparently a car I brokered out was double or triple brokered at this point. And they're refusing to give my customer their vehicle.
Thank you for your call.
So makes me kind of look bad, but I don't know where the miscommunication is or what, but the driver's holding this lady's car when they've already been paid. So it's between the broker and them. So I'm gonna try to call her now.
Oh, I don't know. You sent me a message, you paid any Barbara. I don't know who is the Barbara.
Okay, well you can't hold her vehicle. This is between you and the broker. So your dispatcher needs to call me right now?
She called you, and she said me.
Okay, so now while I'm not so frustrated, I'm gonna try to explain what happened.
In 1 mile.
I picked up this lady's car. to have it transported to Florida. Okay? I was able to go get it, bring it back to my house. We're going to put it in an enclosed trailer and send it down to Florida. The reason we were putting it in an enclosed trailer is trying to keep as much salt as possible off of it from when I picked it up. I didn't even get it. Roads were dry when I picked it up. Well, we were expecting more snow. Anyways, so being a broker, I posted this vehicle for transport. Get a call, actually get a message, a text message that says, hey, we can pick up this vehicle on Thursday before 5 p.m. I was like, okay, that'll work. Do you think it'll be down there by Saturday? Like, how many days am I expecting? And I want you guys to pick it up and take a, like a 34, because the customer doesn't have a vehicle until it gets down there because she flew down, if that makes sense. So they're like, we'll have it down there on Saturday. I was like, okay, that's perfect. She said Saturday was fine. She can make do till Saturday. So I'm in contact with this person. They're like, we expect payment to be made, on delivery. And I was like, if you just give me a heads up, I was like, the customer's already paid us, I can send you the money. They're like, okay, this is how we want payment. So all that's fine. Everything goes relatively smooth. They were a couple hours late to pick up. They got there at like 9 o'clock, which was okay. I was, more worried about like just getting it picked up and getting it on its way to Florida. So everything goes fine. I'm in contact with somebody who I thought was who I'd been in contact directly the whole time. Like, I thought I was in contact with somebody from the transport company. Come to find out, they were somebody that then took the load and brokered it again. So now they're now it's double brokered, okay? I have the money. I had sent it. They were like, we'll be there in an hour. Send me a screenshot. They unload the car. I send the money, okay? Come to find out, I'm guessing this person is from the broker, not the transport company. They have the money. They're not paying the driver. They told them that, like, it wasn't COD or something. He thought it was COD. He thought he was supposed to get paid. Well, hold on. He told me he was supposed to get paid COD. He doesn't speak very good English or understand English. But the text message he sent me from whoever, the broker that double brokered it, follow me along, said, let me know when you deliver, send me a bill of lading, I will sell you. So he told me he thought the lady was going to pay him, which is why he wouldn't give her the car. He's got a text that says the broker was supposed to pay him. I thought the whole time I'm dealing with the transport company who's transporting the car. Come to find out, not American, language barrier, this person, that person, call this person in Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. At this point, I'm like, they're like, well, we have a contract, we have a contract, we have a contract. I was like, okay, whose name is on the contract? Like, who says whose name is for the vehicle? This guy, Nicholas. Well, Nicholas works for so-and-so company. Like, that's not the owner of the vehicle. So, come to find out, they won't release the vehicle. I told my customer, I'm like, listen, I feel terrible, obviously. This is how this isn't how this is supposed to work in the transport industry. This is how it's supposed to work. This is what I thought was going on. She goes, I understand. She's like, what do I do? I was like, if you won't release the vehicle, the only thing we can really do is call the local police department, have them come out and maybe mitigate and, you know, try to put an understanding in the driver's mind that he can't hold this car. Because the contract isn't between her and him, or her and the transport company. So you can't hold her car. She's not in the contract. That makes sense. So, I'm driving. I get a text from the lady. She says, hey, can you call this number? Sure. Call it. It's a Fort Myers number. This is Deputy so-and-so with this police department. Can you explain to me from the beginning what's going on? I said, sure. This is my understanding from my standpoint what's going on. He goes, yeah, you're right. They can't hold this lady's car. They have to give her her keys and her property. She's not in contract. This is a civil matter between transport company and second broker. That's a civil matter. You can't hold somebody's property for that. For that. I was like, that was my understanding. Me and customer thought one thing was going on, transport company and broker, and maybe Nicholas is a dispatcher for that company. This is what's going on. Sure enough, they released the car to the customer, and they're going to have to work it out. I don't have the money, customer doesn't have money. Somebody within that brokerage or dispatch company has the money. It's like, I know how much I made off of the brokerage last year. I think I was roughly about, I'll look at the numbers, and if you guys want to know them, like I said in my other video, like if you guys want me to talk about numbers, I will. I'll say percentage right now. I think it was like profit was around 10 to 15%. So not a whole lot coming to me. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is paying for a bond worth that headache? But when I say that, 80% of them go down without an issue, without a hitch. Awesome people, awesome reviews. But then there's like that 20% that there's always some type of problem. Whether it's damage, whether it's a payment issue, which I try to mitigate payment issues by collecting the money, then sending it to the transporter to try to help really the transporter out. So sometimes it comes down to, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm calmed down now. I was very frustrated this morning because I just felt bad for the lady. Maybe I shouldn't have emotion involved. And I told the guy, I was like, I'm really not involved. My name's nowhere on any of these contracts because it was double broker. I could just not stop answering the phone, but I'm just trying to help. So I don't know the outcome. I haven't received any more phone calls. So I don't know. So I got my guess, and I'm gonna stop rambling, is somebody within that company, the second broker, is representing themselves as a dispatcher or something for said company. And they got the money, and they are either off in the wind or just out of the loop, and it'll all get resolved. I don't know. I just know that I'm not at fault. I don't have any money. I'm not holding anybody's money. I'm not being dishonest. So I can't stress what I can't control at this point.